Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Welch. I'll be presenting some diversity training, some new ideas, some uh, some advice, some critiques, and we'll do a brief overview of the company of USA and how to kind of navigate today's market to be more successful in the future. All right, so we're going to get started. Um, so this will be a brief overview of just the basic demographics currently at USA. So the most common ethnicity currently is people who identify as white at 51%. We have 25% of USA employees identifying as Hispanic or Latino. And then we have 10% of USA employees identifying as Black or African American. So opening our eyes into diversity, it kind of starts here by opening up hiring processes, higher level employees being of different cultural backgrounds. It allows us to have a broader um, idea base, essentially, where we're bringing in these different ideas from different people, from different cultures, with different backgrounds. This allows us to kind of brainstorm new directions, giving us the potential to be more competitive in today's marketplace. So moving on to the next one, we'll talk about just diversity in the workplace. So research consistently demonstrates that organizations with diverse teams are better equipped to innovate, problem solve, and drive performance. Embracing this diversity enables USA to unlock new perspectives and drive sustainable growth in today's dynamic marketplace, opening our minds to new ideas. Gives us the competitive edge that every company is kind of looking for. And for us to embrace this now and implement this now, it kind of gives us one leg up in the future. Okay, so let's talk about growing the growth of a minority workforce, as you can see on this slide here. Um, a few basic points that I put up on the slide. So having an atmosphere, having a culture at USAA that is welcoming to new ideas, to these brainstorming sessions where new ideas are kind of proposed and new directions are kind of established is essential. So that's going to be the first part of growing our minority in our workforce is we have to be open to it. We have to have a culture where that's accepted and that's wanted. And as that is established, we'll have different types of people, groups of people who are excited to work for USA, who knows that they're welcomed here, because nobody wants to feel like they're an outcast, like an outsider, like their opinions and their views don't matter. So the sooner that we can establish that that is the norm within our different groups and teams in USAA, the sooner we can start bringing these diverse people into our workforce. So an additional suggestion, and this kind of moves into a kind of a different facet of this, um, of making people feel welcome, is the addition of sensitivity and or diversity training. Right, so implementing these strategies is going to start here. So we'll start by just kind of an understanding of the impact of diversity training and its potential to shape the future of USA. By investing in diversity training programs, we can cultivate an inclusive environment where every voice is valued and respected. However, implementing diversity initiatives may encounter challenges from unconscious bias to organizational resistance. You must, as leaders of these groups, proactively address these obstacles to foster a culture of inclusion and belonging. Just kind of like how we were talking about before. As team leads, as C-suite employees, this training, this sensitivity training, this diversity idea has to come from the top, and it has to be enforced And here's a couple of points of what is included in the sensitivity training, right? So proper etiquette is a big one. Appropriate terminology, just so we're not unconsciously offending people by being insensitive to their culture. And as we kind of do this, it kind of brings it into the different management styles, avoiding management styles that could be considered bullying, that don't feel good, that aren't effective, and kind of nipping that before that grows into a larger issue. All right, we'll kind of conclude there. Those are the two suggestions. And I have an additional one here that I think is important to kind of, as we are appreciating the need for diversity and multiculturalism in our company, so we can establish the company as a place where different people from different backgrounds want to be, right? Additionally, we have to then draw them to us, right? And that is going to be one of the suggestions here. So the idea, the concept is career fairs, specifically in underrepresented communities. Inner city connection, community outreach, providing our resources to better help these underrepresented people in order to build a more diverse culture at USAA. We have to get to these people. We have to encourage them to come to us. We have to provide a place for them to be that they want to be. And that's kind of where this suggestion is coming from. Host a career fair in an underrepresented community. Go to local community colleges. Put our name out there. Put our ideas out there. And that's going to draw additional employees to us. All right, so in conclusion, we talked about the diversity at USA. We talked about where it can be improved. We talked about educating our current employees, our current leaders of USA, and implementing sensitivity training. And we talked about outreach. We talked about how important it is to, one, establish a place where different people from different backgrounds want to work. And then we talked about how we are going to utilize our outreach abilities to go into the inner city, to host career fairs at community colleges and kind of draw these people to us. So we will be an attractive company, and then we will reach out and attract these multicultural people. And that is going to wrap it up for this presentation. Thank you very much, and goodbye.